So this video is a reply to Edward videos, more James 2 Faith Works nonsense. This could be about a video answer. Sadly YouTube already. So video answers 13. I made my first two videos there. That's about okay. Yeah. 14. What doth it profit, my brethren? For a man say he have faith, and what can I say? Finn, you know that. Like I said, you know that James talked about different type of works. Paul, James did not agree with Paul the issue that for whoever shall keep the whole law, if at one point he is guilty of all. But he expects us to keep the moral. Can faith save him? If a brother says to be naked and instead of daily food, and what if you say, depart in peace, be you warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give not those things which are need for the body, which are for profit, even so faith, if it have no works, is that being alone. Yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith and have works, shew me thy faith without thy works, and will shew me for my faith by my works. So it's also can't be speaking about justified before man, because in Luke 16:15, I believe it was, where Jesus condemned Pharisees for be justified before man. So it does it. So there's no other way to explain this. For the old Protestant, I'm not a Catholic, but and so what everything, man. And that's not always King James version because two errors I can. But let's say, yeah. Therefore, thought inexcusable, O man, who is thought for judges, and thou judges another thou condemnest, therefore judges do the same thing. But we assure the judgment of God is according to truth against them which commit such things. And thinkest for this, O man, that judges them which do such things, and doest the same, that thou shalt escape the judgment of God? Or despite thou the riches of his goodness, and forbiddest of long suffering, not knowing that the goodness of God leadeth thee to repentance, but after thy heart is treasured up unto preserve wrath against the day of wrath and revelation of the righteous judgment of God, who will render to every man according to his deeds. To them will, who by patient, continually and well seeking for immortality, eternal life. But unto them that are continuous and do not obey the truth, but are just engaged in wrath, so it's have eternal life with him, and the mortality, that would be another video. First John chapter 3 verse 4-10 says, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. And he knows that we take away our sin, and in him is no sin. Who is abide of him sinneth not. Don't him. It doesn't mean we won't have trespasser. When you mix for example, because committeth sin transgress the law, so those who transgress the law will not. Little children, that no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even if he is righteous. Doesn't say anything about positional righteousness. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil is sinned from the beginning. For this purpose of the Son of God was manifest, that he might destroy the works of the devil. Whosoever is born of God that doth not commit sin remain hindered. He cannot sin because he is born of God. And this is a child of God manifested, and the children of the devil, that doeth not righteousness of God, neither is he that loveth not his brother. So James 1, 13 to 16, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God, for God cannot be tempted with evil, never tempted by any man, but any man is tempted when he is drawn away with his lust, and incited that when lust is committed, is bringing forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringing forth death. Do not err, my beloved brethren. And say, death, then it obviously speaks about spiritual death, but this couple of things we all will die. But more serious. So yes, because these works do play a role. You have to see that. James chapter 5, verse 19-20 says, brethren, if anyone do err from the truth and won't convert him, let him know that we can convert him sinner on error of his way shall save us all from death, shall hide a multitude of sins. So God, please pray. And then it's not death, the truth. Away from drugs. And I'm not saying that anyone believes that Ed is born again. I would say that he is born again, but his doctrine that maybe because he's recounted to error and this away from God. Sorry, but this is dangerous to teach that his works of the flesh and still be saved because the human sin is of the devil. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 19-21, what's this word? Goes there. I think it was enough for this video. So, bye now, and God bless you.